Oh, I am so glad. I am so glad that we're going to be getting a flashback. It might be a little bit fast-paced, but I'm glad we're getting a flashback because I was worried with last week's chapter because of that final panel, and like I said maybe we might get a flashback that will tell us what happened, and that's what we're going to be getting. So very good news, very, very, very good news to see when I read this chapter. I'm like, this is great, because that means we're going to get to find out what has really happened, why did Komatsu and all them, why they look like they were old. We got all this information with this chapter, which was a very stunning chapter. So let's talk about something that some might not have noticed when it came to this chapter, Toriko. If you did not know, only an hour had passed outside of the shell where Toriko is, and 2 days passed inside of the shell. Let me repeat this. The time inside of the blue giant shell, like blue shell, it is a lot faster than outside of the blue shell. So, if you go outside of the blue shell, and when you have a friend that goes inside of the blue shell, that means 2 days will pass in the blue shell, while only an hour has passed when you're outside of the blue shell. So this right here goes to show you how much time has probably passed with Komatsu and them. He did say that they've been doing this for about a couple decades, so it goes to show you it took a long time to get another. But, let's throw in another curveball into this. Let's say there is a camping monster, which was implied with this chapter. A camping monster, when you get inside of it, it slows down time, or it makes it where time passes a lot faster. Maybe like 4 days when you're inside the camping monster compared to the outside. So let's say being inside of the wall penguin, about 4 days pass to every hour. Let's just, put that entire assumption, okay? So 4 days pass inside of the wall penguin after an hour has passed outside of it. So if we calculate the giant clam, that 2 days have passed when there's 1 day outside, that is a lot of time that is ticking down and going fast. So it makes a lot of sense how in just roughly a couple hours, like many days or months could pass in this shell. So, right there, a very interesting development we got with this chapter of Toriko, but it didn't just stop there. What was really cool was this white hole. Now, my only assumption I can assume what this white hole is that was mentioned by Dawn Slime is that when King Moon, swallows or uses its black hole to swallow everything, it most likely discharges the stuff it eats outside of it somewhere. Maybe out of its blowhole, maybe out its anus. I don't know. But, I feel like when it came to how King Moon, he absorbs so many things, and we found out, a couple chapters ago, that King Moon doesn't even know where his food goes, it might imply that his food that he eats goes into the back channel, and it's kind of like he's polluting the back channel, like he's just throwing random shit into the back channel. And that could be what is going on here with King Moon and what this white hole is. But it's not just that either. We go over into Dawn Slime, and Dawn Slime, he has been awakened, and some of the feats he's showing is pretty damn ridiculous. He jumps up to the damn moon and obliterates the fucking moon up like it's nothing. He just uses the moon to jump back down to a different location of the planet, and let's just hope that the moon isn't that important to the Toriko world like our moon is for Earth, because if we lose the moon on Earth, that's pretty bad. That's really bad. Like, a lot of shit is going to happen. Like, some really bad shit will happen. So, I wonder what type of negative effects are going to happen thanks to this moon being destroyed in this chapter. Because with the moon being destroyed, that's kind of scary, because it could fuck up the balance of the world, depending on how, the Torikoverse works. And since it does use a lot of physics and stuff, I could see the moon having some really negative implications to the future of whatever's going to go down. But that is saved for another day, because we don't really know. Now, the big thing is, when it came to Dawn Slime's feats, being able to jump up to the moon and then jump off the moon, him destroying the moon's pretty crazy, yes. But when it comes to his power skill, we haven't seen nothing that we haven't really already expected yet. Because if you think about it, we had it to where Bombina, he soft jumped out of the atmosphere, like on the top of the atmosphere of Earth. And for him to do that with a soft jump, we already know he could get to the moon like it's nothing, if he really wanted to. So, this type of feat that Dawn Slime showed wasn't nothing impressive. What's really impressive, though, is just how he used the moon and just obliterated it like nothing, just to go down to a certain location on the planet, which... it just goes to show you what type of fighter is. The main thing you want to pull out of this feat is that he's willing to destroy anything to get what he wants to do, like take someone down. So this is kind of scary, coming from Dawn Slime. Which leads into the final panel of the chapter, where we come to find out that Ichiru might be coming back. Now, we do know that there has been a means of reviving the dead for a very long time. It's not nothing new, it's nothing that's came out of left field and we never saw it coming. It has been in the series for a very long time, since we heard about Center. And to find out now that Ichiru might be coming back, it's a pretty damn good thing to see. Now, I'm kind of upset if he does come back, because the meaning of his death was pretty damn good, but if he does come back, I will accept it, because, I mean, Dawn Slime, he says the only person I really cared about was Ichiru. He, like, accepted him for his strength and the type of person he was, so it goes to show you the level of Ichiru compared to everyone else, and if Ichiru was in his prime with Dawn Slime and using him, we already know it'd be kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, if he does come back, he comes back, and I won't be that upset. I mean, I'll be slightly, but I won't be that badly upset, so, yeah. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's chapter of Toriko? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.